I'm terrified. I'm done with this.
What's the matter? Okay, look who we've got here, guys. We've got Isla. Gianna's going to be coming up next. Scary animations in the BFTs. The birds have just got to sleep, guys. When we came in the BFTs, a pigeon dropped a pebble on the table, and it was spooky. I thought it was bird poo, guys, but it wasn't. Don't forget, guys, you know you've got to like the video before we watch it, because it's going to be good. Subscribe, turn on the post notifications. Isla is nervous. But Isla...
Because I don't like scary animations, but especially in the...
Well, do you know what? This one's about someone who broke into our house. All right then, guys, don't forget, keep your door open. You ready, Isla? Here we
This
go.
story happened when I was only around 9 years old.
9 years old.
We lived in a basic 2-story house in a very small village with only about 100 people.
It's always 100 people.
Every year,
Oh, don't
on
wait
the
for me.
4th of July, our village had the fireworks show and all the people went to the community park to watch it together. But I
What's up
couldn't
with
go
what
that
are them? They look like zombies.
No, just stop bringing them
because
into
I had
this.
just recently broken my arm, and the
Oh.
doctor told me not to go to any public places for about a week, which I was really bummed about.
Just the birds are asleep.
Just to give you a basic layout of our
I don't want
house,
it to me.
our living room was connected to our front door. If you keep walking forward, you would have got into the
Look.
kitchen, take a left from there,
There.
and that's where my room was,
Go
on the
through the
first
door
floor.
up there, Isla.
Anyway,
upstairs.
when it was about 8 o'clock p.m., all of my family went to the park. I was in the living room.
Has she been left
She's there
alone?
by herself. Because yesterday,
Oh.
she broke her arm. She's not allowed to go out
She's
of the house with
a
her.
young girl home alone, Isla.
She's 9.
No, so what? I would leave Tiana home alone at 9. No, terrible parenting.
And started watching some cartoons.
Cartoon.
I wouldn't even
About
watch
half
that.
an hour had passed. I was getting tired, so I turned off the TV and went to my bedroom.
I hate this
I
music.
took off my glasses and started to doze off.
She's
soon.
dozing off, Isla.
I was almost asleep when I heard the front doorknob turning. I thought it was my family getting back from the park.
Who was it?
So I got up and looked out of my room.
Oh no, here we
I
go.
hadn't put my glasses back on, so everything was a bit blurry. But I could see clearly.
Oh no, it's fine, Isla. It's just the pool generator. It's just the pool generator. Did you hear that noise, guys? It's just the pool generator. It gets me all the time.
There was only one person in the window.
Oh, did that noise?
Seeing that not everybody was in front of the door, I felt a little scared, so I shut my bedroom's door and went back to my bed.
Fly.
But then
Oh gosh,
I heard the door open and then close.
Why
I
didn't you lock the door
immediately
behind her?
noticed that I didn't lock the door, which my mom had asked me to do before she left. I wanted to punch myself. Then I heard a faint voice say, "Hello, is anybody home? I have some candy. I can
Oh
get-"
no, Candy Guy! That's a creep! Hello, is anybody home? I've got a lollipop. Ugh.
to you if you want. Just come out of the room that you're in."
Oh no.
I
That's
quickly
my-
got off my bed and hid under it. I tried to be as quiet as possible, but because of my arm,
Who is it?
it hurt so bad that I started crying.
Who was it? Who was it?
At the time, I didn't have a cell phone, so it
I'm gonna go scare Isla. I can hear her. Which way do I go? This is gonna go down the exit.
was impossible to call the police. The man was walking towards the kitchen. Soon, he opened my room's door, and I covered my mouth to not make any noises. I saw the man walk up to my bed and stop.
He's in. He's in.
No, he's
He leaned
crouching
all
down.
the
He's
way
crouching,
down
Isla.
slowly, and then I saw his face. He had checked.
Which one have you got? That's like, is it? Ah! Look at that! Look, there's Matt!
lips and a really scruffy chin, and he was smiling. My heart dropped. I hit my arm on my bed frame when he...
I know! Did you see that hand? Okay, guys, so basically, over the past few days, how we all are in the lockdown situation. Tiana and Isla have got this Netflix going off now, so they've been watching all these different things. What's that other one? But Tiana's been watching Strange
Yeah, I was as well. Stranger Things.
Stranger Things, and that's very spooky.
But, like, we haven't watched it before, so...
This is nothing like that. That's more spooky, Isla.
From under my bed.
What?
And next, he made me stand up. He said, "Why don't you come with me? I have lots of candy at my house." Which made me so
Why do they always
scared.
It's trying to use...
I couldn't move or say anything but just cried while he stared at my
bless
face.
her. Look at that.
He then picked me up and started carrying me outside. I kicked and
Come
screamed.
on, kick him.
He tried to get in the white van.
Why?
He tried to
Van.
open the door and I managed to fall loose and landed right on my back in the grass.
Oh,
I
no
got
way.
up as quick as I could and made a run all the way to the park.
I thought there was a book on my foot.
A bug?
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's
I
just
found my
probably a bit
family
of
and told them
bollock.
everything that just happened to me while crying. My dad called the police as we got in the car to go to the hospital since I...
I'm terrified.
God, Isla's having a bad time. You know, I'm never scared in here, guys. You know me. I've been doing this for a while now.
Right, stop
What
bragging.
are you doing with Tiana's TT Squad slider? Oh yeah, Hearts by Tiana, Asda. Link in the description down below. Thank you very much, Tiana. I'll plug for you.
I heard you.
This has got to stop, hasn't it, guys?
Ida, did you know it was coming? No.
What's that on you, Isla?
I was mad.
Okay. Right, let's continue.
Wait, don't continue.
Come on.
I've got something in my
Oh
shoe.
gosh, my heart's pounding,
I
guys.
need to put socks
Let me
on.
know how you're getting on. Is this one scary or is this one funny?
I've just got loads in my other
Down below,
shoe.
guys. And
This
don't forget,
one's not funny.
let us know in the comment section where you want us to do these scary
Someone's on the
animations.
book of
It
it.
could be somewhere, anywhere. Just let us know different places you want us to do.
Ow!
up in a hospital bed with a different colored cast on my arm. After that, we got home and the police were still there. They caught the man under my bed. They said that he was probably waiting for me to come back home. He actually...
Oh!
So, after she left, he waited there for her to come back.
Yeah, he's been stalking her, apparently. The police have got him
no
now, though, Isla.
record of pedophilia, sexual assault, rape, and murder.
Disgusting.
Police said that he had escaped 2 days ago and they've been looking for him since. My family has moved to a bigger town since
That
then.
house is haunted now.
I hate to think about what might have happened if I wasn't able to get loose of his grip. But it comes to my mind every day.
Oh, traumatized. Okay. Are you ready for compilation number 2, Isla? Let's see what's coming up next.
I'm falling!
You're not falling. Come up. You're disappearing.
I met the most horrible guy on the road.
Well, that can't be that bad,
So
can it?
before getting into the story itself, I want to give some backstory on something that happened when I was around the age of 9.
Pin.
I grew up in a village called Hotlax in the northern parts of Sweden.
Ow.
The road leading from my school to my home was a long one, where the local authorities had to put up lamps which emitted a very dim blue light.
Why blue?
I always felt like a nervous wreck when I had to walk to and from my school. Both because, even with the lamps, the road was very dark, and also because I was bullied, so the bullies could have waited in the woods right next to the road.
Oh.
It was one event that I remembered vividly during the winter of 1999. I'd slept poorly the night before and the math lesson had been killing me, so I barely felt awake when I was beginning to walk home. The lamps were off.
I never thought lamps could be so spooky. Just look at the lamp. Why is it so spooky? It's just a lamp. Aren't you It's just a lamp though, isn't it? But aren't you spooked out by that lamp? Did that lamp make you
I'm
feel...
spooked out it's got a blue light. Why not like yellow or white?
Hey, you don't choose colours for lamps. Lampposts unless lampposts.
Really so
meant
weird,
the light
as the
coming out.
sensors for the lamps were pretty low. So any kid could
Yeah,
have
the bullies.
taken a flashlight, put it towards the sensors, and after a few seconds, the lamps would shut down for a few minutes. Since I was so tired,
That means
I'd
something's
closed my eyes when I started walking. But after walking about 20 meters on this road, I opened my eyes and noticed that the lamps were off, and I stopped.
The lamps have gone off,
I was
Isla.
getting nervous.
Isla, the lamps have gone off. It's dark now, Isla. Look. They've gone off. They're not on. Look.
I was reasoning with myself and decided to push on.
Why did you
I was
do that?
10 and in
why
my
did you just
youthful
run?
arrogance, I thought I had reached the
What's that
age where
kind of
my
walk?
balls
What's
should have been as hard as
What's he
Duke.
doing? Some kind of Fortnite dance? What's that called? Hi. Come on, dude, run. It's marching. I'm
Bootlegs
sweating
is
as well.
a very quiet village, so I was barely hearing anything except the wind when this happened. To the left of the road is a very thick forest, and suddenly I could just hear this loud scream coming from it.
Ali, you're missing
It was
it.
very similar to the male scream you can hear in movies when someone's in huge pain. With the speed of Usain Bolt, I ran as fast as I could towards my home without looking back.
He's run home. He's run home. He's on
Now
bed.
we're
He's
jumping
fine,
to
look, he's on
late
bed.
autumn 2011. My parents were on a trip to the Canary Islands and asked me to move into their house just for the week so I could take care of the dog. The thought of spending a whole week in my old room, listening to my old Mayhem CDs and eating pizza were just too good to be true. I always walked with my dog outside during midnight because then I didn't have to
I
take
thought it's spooky at 3 a.m. It's not spooky at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, it is.
Is it
It's
bad
still
at 12?
dark.
It's dark now.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Well, look what we're doing. We're literally watching this video,
Okay,
animation.
carry on.
No, but there's actually birds sleeping above us.
outside again until the late morning hours. This time was no different, except I decided to walk a bit longer. I decided to walk along Oxelvägen and then follow Inimagsvägen towards Norra Hotlagsvägen. There are no lamps on the most parts of Inimagsvägen, so after leaving Oxelvägen, I stopped. I lit a cigar and told my dog to stay close to me.
Oh no.
While walking along the road, I was just enjoying the fresh air and listening to the sound of leaves rustling in the trees. There's a pretty big area next to the road where they have chopped down a lot of trees. When I came to that area, my dog stopped and started barking towards the area I
I
described.
can't deal with this.
What's
He's
go-
gonna be barking at someone.
It's not even barked yet, Isla. The dog's more scary. Look at that dog. That dog looks vicious. I'm not scared of that dog, but
Because he's protecting his owner.
yeah, so he's not barked yet. He's just doing that look.
Yeah, that's barking.
So when I press play, it's just done that. It's basically yawning. So dogs can't yawn.
Not your like that.
Watch then. I bet he's yawning.
When I looked towards the area, I could see the silhouette of a person. The only visible
It's just a skinny person with long fingers.
That are all bent.
Look. Oh, look. Oh gosh, is his head out yet? Oh no, I'm not ready. I want to hear him.
parts were the hands. I said what the hell with a pretty loud voice. The person
It's
turned
got what?
around to where I didn't know any better. I could have sworn that only the head and hands turned.
Did you hear that?
Stop making me. It's got so dark.
Guys,
Just like this.
no, seriously, that guy's head did the 360, and when he did the 360, it made the crackling noise.
Was that his neck?
Yeah, well, what? It wasn't his big toe.
Movements at all on the rest of the body. A white mask. The guy was wearing a white mask with a slit for each of his eyes.
The dog's not
The
ready.
dog started whimpering.
The dog's backed off. You said he was protecting him.
He was.
He's not no more. He's just gone
He's
backwards.
terrified.
Who's that? No one.
The guy raised his right hand with all of his fingers pointing towards me.
Oh God!
Just there, I'm not looking at this.
And he screamed.
It's not. It's gone.
No. I can't see that bit.
Oh, no, I want to watch it. I've got to do it for the fans. The fans keep saying reacting to BFTs, and
I'm
we've,
not reacting to that little
we've
bit.
got one more to go.
I just want that guy to go off the screen.
What
and then
is
I'll
he?
react.
Is that the person? What's bothering you?
Yeah.
It's gone.
It sounded like the exact same scream I had heard as a
It's gone.
kid
It's gone,
walking
Isla.
home from school that afternoon. What must have been survival instinct, I just started running.
Where's his dog?
When I had ran for 20 meters or so, I stopped to see if my dog was still with me, which he was, and then looked towards the spot the guy had stood. He wasn't there.
It's gone.
He had moved to the spot where I stood,
It's gone,
now
Isla.
with his hands down, but the mask still towards me. I started running again until I got to
It's not.
Norra
Oh, come on.
Hotlagsvägen.
You need
I
to.
can't look at it.
I'd never
He's
been
just
so
running with his
scared
dog.
before.
No.
The guy's gone. He's in the forest.
No, that guy's terrifying.
Isn't
no,
it-
he moved to the spot he was.
He's gone now.
No, that guy ran,
Yeah.
and that guy went to the spot he was.
Yeah, but he's gone to the spot where he was and he wasn't there.
Stopped, I was crying and my whole body was shaking. And then I
See?
walked home.
He's gone home now.
Is that the end of the story?
Let me know down below, guys.
Was that the...
Funny or scary?
Can we just leave that? That was not funny.
There's a short one. What
no,
I think.
don't want to watch anymore.
It's-
I'm finished. I'm finished.
It's a little one. It's on for 3 minutes. I'm just intrigued about
No,
this one.
which one is it?
This one
What's
here,
it
look.
called?
I'll tell you in a second. This one
No,
here.
no,
look.
I'm done.
My parking lot nightmare.
Right, let's pause that, okay? So yeah, that was all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I love you all. See you soon. Bye.
It's my
No,
outro.
I'm done with that.
Just go and tell Tiana it's her turn.
a bit
Nighttime EFT, scary reaction. Make sure you like.
It's a goal on
If
the
you
floor.
enjoyed, let me know down below if it was funny or scary. Subscribe, turn your
Terrifying.
notifications on. See you soon. Peace out.
Not with this.
What's the matter? Don't try to turn me up.